Hey, I'm back again. I think this is vlog 5 or vlog 6. Don't quote me. I'll check. But anyway, this vlog is about films I do not like with a passion. And I thought this would be a very, very good subject to start off with. Come back after the whole incident with no internet, blah 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 blah. So here we go. Movies I don't like, that we'll put it as movies that I don't like, and I was scared I was a kid. That's easier. Movies I don't like. I don't like any films directed by Michael Bay. Even though I haven't seen the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but the Transformers ones that I've seen, I just don't like them. I'm like, how can you have a Optimus Prime like that in the films when I prefer the one in the cartoons? Because I was brought up in I am an 80s child. I was born in 83, and I had 2 half brothers and a half sister, and I was made to watch Mask and Thundercats and Transformers and Visionaries, and the list goes on and on. But I prefer, to me, the Transformers movie will always be the cartoon film. That's the way I am. I just don't think that Michael Bay should touch anything that's great and then fuck it up, basically. That's my opinion. So I haven't seen the Turtles. I may check it out when it comes on Netflix, because I won't buy it. And fine, like, I'll tell you my reaction, thoughts, whatever. Next, another film I don't like. All the Girls Love Mandy Lane. Now, I really enjoyed the film. Don't get me wrong, I enjoyed the film until it was the ending. I went to myself, what the fuck was that stupid ending all about? Like, I just thought it had a crap ending. That's my opinion. It got good. Some of the kills were good. They weren't great. The plot was your typical abandoned farmhouse or a house in middle of nowhere type films, which, don't get me wrong, they're alright, but they kind of like lame on, like, they're lame. I think they're just totally lame, because the originators of the farmhouse type house in the nowhere movies was, of course, Texas Chainsaw Massacre from 1974, which is an iconic film, and a film that I totally love. I know there's loads of people that I know absolutely hate on Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the original I'm on about, but I adore it for some strange reason, because that was like the iconic original video nasty. That was like the first ever original horror film that come out, and to me that was just stupendous. How they created that, I don't know to this day. That's why I like the practical effects in horror films. I don't like this CGI shit now that people seem to work out. That's why I only like horror films from the 70s and 80s. I only like a couple that are now, but that's about it. Another film that I don't like, we're getting into the franchises now, of course, Nightmare on Elm Street. Sounds really, really cliche, but I got into Nightmare on Elm Street through the TV series where my head got. And this is true. My elder half brother, put my head to the screen, and where he was doing like one of the kill scenes, and that was it. I just didn't like it, and then I went to another house, which I found out since that she's no longer related to me. Yay! When I think I was about 5 or 6, and she had the TV series on, and there was this iconic scene where they're all in the bed, and they're all waking up, and it's just, and like Freddy's there, and he's like killing them all in the bed. I was just like, nah. But the thing is, when I started rewatching Nightmare on Elm Street, the sequels, I didn't watch the first one. I actually started about, I think it was about 6-7 years ago, and I started with the 5th one. So I watched the 5th one first, then the first, and then the second. And I do like Freddy versus Jason, so don't hate. But I haven't really got rid of my fear. I still don't like certain parts in the Nightmare on Elm Street films. But I can tame it for a little bit. But I can watch the whole of Nightmare on Elm Street Part 5. Can watch it all of it now. Another film that I cannot stand is that I don't like. And that's Angel's Melancholy, which is Melancholy the Angel. Directed by Marion Dora. He is a fucking twisted bastard. Excuse my language, I know I usually don't swear, but when it's talking about him, sorry. Right, he is a twisted bastard. He is one of the most fucked up directors in the fucking world. If you haven't seen it, I'm gonna give you a couple of spoilers. It's not for the faint-hearted. There's a scene where there's a girl that's disabled, and she has a colostomy. She has a hole in her stomach, and she has a colostomy bag, and he pulls it out. He rips it, he yanks it out from her, and just smears all the crap. It's crazy. And then there's another scene where, like, it's about like 2 sisters, and this scene happens with the younger sister, and they take her like out away in the fields, and they basically pull her underwear down, and they knife rape her. Basically, they use a knife to, put it politely, it goes into a certain part of her, and it's not nice to watch. There's a lot of pissing. The urinating and the feces part don't really bother me, because I watched Squirmfest, and they have a lot of piss and shit in it. So I understand that, but I just don't understand why they have to rape a girl with a knife. I just don't get that. it must be one of his fortes, what he does in his films. I just think it's fucked up, really. Which brings me on another of his films, which is Rege Agatis. I don't know the English name for another film that has blading, but the thing is, I like the plot. I know it's cringeworthy, but I like the plot, but it has a lot of knife raping, and he cuts body parts off. Basically, another spoiler alert, basically they rent a boat out and they get a girl and they have a good time, and then it doesn't work out right, and they end up giving her a head start on this island to see if she can stay alive, and in the end she gets knife raped, she gets stabbed, and it's don't get me wrong, it's a bit tamer than Melancholy's Angel, but it's still just as bad. I haven't seen the Mentis Debater, I can't remember what it is. Can't remember what other film I don't like. Oh, I don't like any rom-coms at all. I just think they're shit. The only other film on this that I talk about, which probably take about 20 minutes, but I'll just say what it is. I'm on about Cannibal Holocaust. I've seen the film once, and still to this day I know near enough every single scene. It has impalings, it has rapes, it has genitalia cut off, it has sawing, it has one of the most disgusting scenes in this happens to a woman, all because she commits adultery, and the lady tribe basically deliver the baby, cover the baby in soil, and then kill her. They get rocked and they smash her in the head to kill her. It's crazy. I know they say, oh, it's practical effects, but if you're looking at that, it looks totally real, and of course the animal killings as well. So I don't need to go into any more detail. If you want to watch these films, then go ahead. So I just wanted to do a quick vlog on about films that I don't like and films that I didn't like as a child. Can't remember, there must have been another. Oh yeah, I had a fear of tomatoes, and I had a fear of a film called Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. But no, I love the film. It's crazy. But anyway, I just wanted to do this quick vlog. Maybe I'll do some more in depth. It's just because the battery's dying on this tablet, and I'm gonna log off for now, and hope to see you all guys soon. Stay gaudy and have unpleasant dreams. Ta-ta for now. Bye.